Hello and welcome to another segment of On the Food Scene with Steve. Today I'm in a very special place. I'm at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, and I'm with Jan Longone, who is a curator of American culinary history at the William Clements Library. Thanks for spending some time with me this afternoon, Jan.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
And just a couple of questions. What is your mission here? You have a huge volume in your collection.
The mission is to have culinary history accepted as a university discipline, which it now is, and to have people use this as a new way of interpreting American history.
Great. When we talk about the American food scene, what would you say is the American cuisine? And I know you've been asked that question numerous times.
I kind of wish you hadn't asked that because it's such a difficult question. It's everything that's going on in the middle of America right now, but also the fact that we ship so many things abroad. I think I mentioned earlier to you that my definition of American culinary history is anything that influences or influenced America, and anything that America influences or influenced throughout history in terms of food. That means just about everything, really. But we're famous for certain things. People always say we eat too fast. We eat too much. We like desserts very much.
Including me.
Yeah, but we're also very generous about sharing food, which is very nice. And I can recommend to people, one of the most loveliest things to read is what Mark Twain wrote when he returned from abroad the first time. And he said, when I land, I am going to eat the following American things that I can't get anyplace else. And it's a very long list. And I'm going to try to keep seniors to do that for their 100 special dinners.
Okay. And then the community cookbooks really are a foundation of American cooking. And why is that? Because you have a huge collection of the community cookbooks.
We call them underutilized resources, really. They're a legacy of the Civil War. The first one was written in 1864 in Philadelphia at a sanitary fair during the Civil War to raise money for orphans and wounded and things of that nature. And then from then on, they've just been published and published until today, when they're published forever. And we have probably the greatest collection in the world of pre-1920 charities from all 50 states. But just to give you an idea of their importance, in 1901, a Jewish settlement house in Milwaukee wanted to write a cookbook, and they asked the board of the settlement house, "Will you give us some money to publish this cookbook?" And the board said, "We're not going to give you any money to publish a cookbook. Do it yourself." So the women published the Settlement Cookbook, which is still in print, and from 1901 until today is still giving money to all charities in Milwaukee. And just think about the influence of a book like that, beyond the cooking, really. So, but they were what people were doing, but mostly they were important also, because it was a venue for women to get together, to learn how to work together, how to publish, how to ask people for money, how to print. All of those
aspects. It's a good training ground for them.
Yes, right. I think it's really the first stirrings of feminism in America.
Well, I want to thank you for sharing this wealth of information. And if you're ever in the area of Ann Arbor, Michigan, come and see Jan Longone here at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. For On the Food Scene with Steve, I'm Stephen Freeze.